RJ here. We're hanging out at the Young Hollywood studio with DJ Caruso, the lovely Dianna Agron, Alex Pettyfer. So you've been doing some fun films lately.
Thank you.
Disturbia, we all know. Eagle Eye, which was great.
Thank you.
And then I Am Number 4.
I Am Number 4.
So when you first read it, what were you thinking?
You know, I was thinking it reminded me of like the cool old Amblin movies that they used to make like in the 80s.
We've created this amazing story about a guy who, you know, is basically on the run. And
I love the idea of this kind of young, falling for the first time with not a jaded point of view on romance and love and all these things.
It kind of reminded me of like a Back to the Future, and it had this science fiction element to it, but it also had this really sort of cool teen outsider rebel without a cause vibe.
It's got that real free-spirited energy to it.
But at the same time, when I got to set, I was like, oh, we're shooting almost entirely at night. This is surprising. Wait, why is this surprising? You read the script.
I mean, I did the backflip off the cliff and I got launched into the air 100 foot.
Okay, stunt training, that building, you're falling. It's like, okay, let's do it.
And if nothing else, you have got to see the film just for the haunted house scene. I mean, that thing was worse than normal haunted houses.
It's a fun scene. I think ultimately we've all been kind of like haunted hayrides.
We spent the first hour they were lighting, and everybody just walked around and like sat in the electric chair and were taking photos of each other looking like we had been slain.
And now we need the true story
Yes.
on the Alex Pettyfer audition.
He came in, he sat down to read, and he started like the first sentence and he just stopped himself and said, I'm not right for this part. I have
really
to go.
did say
I
that.
swear he did. He stopped himself, and I was looking at him and I was really intrigued because I like the fact that there was a little bit of a lack of confidence. Because I like the fact that if I can get that in the character, we'd really have somebody that you can grab onto and understand.
You don't have to give me the "there's no place like home" speech. I've heard it.
No. You can go wherever you want, see whatever you want to. But a place is only as good as the people you know in it.
I convinced him to come back. I had to call his agent and convinced him to come back like about 3 days later, and he came back in and did a great job. But he literally did. He stopped himself and said, I'm not right for the part.
How crazy is that like your face is going to be everywhere the next couple months?
I don't know, man. It's overwhelming. It's daunting.
When Shia came in and read for Disturbia, you know, you just like right away you just knew, you know what I mean? You just knew this kid had it, and he was so perfect for that role. And I have felt that way about Alex in Number 4. When he came in, I just felt like what I had imagined Number 4 being, it really was Alex.
You nervous at all?
Yeah, of course. But I'm very proud.
Hopefully, you know, hopefully it'll work out just as well for him as it did for Shia.
Your bosses are Spielberg, Michael Bay, I mean...
You feel a little pressure. You feel the pressure to perform, and you know, when you have a Steven Spielberg name or a Michael Bay name, there's always sort of like this quality stamp.
It's very
small,
cool.
right?
It's very cool.
You grow up with their movies and you idolize them, and then you get given an opportunity like this and you kind of take it.
When you're in high school dreaming of being a director, those are all the things that you thought, if you're ever in a room with those people, you'd make it.
And there's one shot I gotta know, because it seemed to have Michael Bay's name written all over it. It was Teresa on the Ducati with the hot shot of just coming by. The hot chick on the bike.
Yeah, no, the hot chick on the bike, but if you notice, my sprinkle was that there's an old Ford truck following the hot girl on the bike. So
I like
you
it.
kind of got to ground it a little bit more in reality.
I love it. Well, DJ Caruso, Dianna Agron, Alex Pettyfer. I Am Number 4. Thank you for coming through, man.
Thank you very much.